Hey guys, it's Lauren at Baby Love, and I am so happy to announce we just received a new shipment of Usborne Books. I believe today is June 9th, so these go really fast. If you're watching this video, shoot me a message or call me and let me know what books to set aside for you. And sorry, the kids are in the background unloading new shipments. Gabrielle's in the background getting them in so we could sell them to you. So we're all in here working hard. The inventory is plush right now. I wish there were people in here visiting us and shopping for new stuff. I'm sure you guys are getting to the point where the kids are getting bored with the stuff you've had around the house or got for Easter or whatever. So here's an awesome way to replenish. All right, they're so, like, the stacks are about a foot tall, and I have at least 15 or 20 stacks here. So there's a lot to get through. So I'm gonna try to go fast. If you've got questions about any of this, please let me know. There are baby books, toddler, young, older, probably all the way up to like 12, 14 maybe years old in here. There are arts and crafts. There are like journaling books. There's lots to make you think. If you're not familiar with Osborn, the illustrations are very eye-catching. They're almost all educational in some kind of way. The kids love them, the parents love them, the grandparents love them, teachers love them. They're amazing books. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with the pile in front of me, and I might not even get through all of them because there's just so many. So these are fingerprint activity under the sea books. Look how cute this is. You can make art with your fingerprints in the stamp pads. So it gives you like inspiration for each animal to do and how to make art with your fingers. So that's a cute, not too messy one. There's a couple different versions of that, but I think most of them are buried. Here's a good one for the older kids, Unicorn Embroidery Set. Look how cute that unicorn is. What little girl, or maybe even adult, wouldn't want to do that? It comes with everything you need to make this embroidery plaque. All right, so I'm gonna start with some of the bigger kid stuff first because it's in front of me and a lot of people don't realize we have bigger kid stuff. Here's the sports Wordsearch. I got this because I thought my son would really like it, but it seems like we only got one, so I may not let him have it. Paper spaceships, fold and fly. So this is great if your kid's into like origami and paper airplanes and folding paper. These are a lot of fun. All you have to do is tear out the piece of paper, follow the instructions to fold it, and you have a cool paper airplane, or a paper spaceship in this case. Hey, Allie.
Hi, Mama.
You want to help me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's some things Allie really wanted, right?
Yeah.
They are painting books. So there's a few different themes here. Under the sea. You want to get up on my lap? Here, you can help me hold them. Come on. Mermaids, animals, under the sea. These are pretty intricate. So I think this might be a bit advanced for a 5-year-old, but she's very artistic and really loves stuff like this. But
Mommy, I can't get on.
You can't get on? Come on. So this says, watch the mermaids in this book burst into color. Simply dip the brush into water and gently sweep it over the black and white patterns, and you'll be amazed at the colors that magically appear. Oh, so this is not too old for you because the colors are already in the paper. We love those. Those are mess-free arts and crafts, which is my favorite.
So you just need to dip water?
You just need to dip the brush in water. That's all. How cool is that?
Oh, can I get this stuff at Ellie?
Yes, I know you want it. So
Can I get
there's a bunch of different
here?
ones. Here's animals.
Can I
We
get
may get you one. You just gotta save up your money. All right, here's a maps activity pad. So there's all different types of activities in here. Good.
Look, I have a Moana.
Let's see. It shows you all the different kind of activities on the back.
Can I show them my Heart of Defeat? This is my Heart of Defeat.
Nature activity book. All about nature. Lots of activities, a new activity on each page. It's called the Write in Nature Activity Book. This book is packed full of all kinds of nature-themed puzzles, from a rock pool word search to a prairie dog burrow maze. With fascinating facts on every page, find out about an incredible variety of plants and animals along the way. So it's not just beautiful, it's not just fun, but it's also educational, which all of these are. See Inside World Religions. What a time to be teaching your children about diversity, diversity in culture, you know, skin color, religions, all of that. This is a great educational book with over 70 flaps to lift. So kids love anything that they can engage with. And this one, you open the flap and it teaches you a fun fact about what's inside or what's outside. Very cool, beautiful. Science with Plants. I got a lot of science books because I know we want to keep the kids educated throughout the summer and keep them busy. So I thought science projects and nature projects are the best, most fun, enjoyable ways to do that. So here we've got Science in the Kitchen, Science with Plants. We've been spending a lot of time in our garden and outside and exploring nature, so those are fun. The kids always want to help in the kitchen too, so these are fun things you can do in the kitchen to learn about science and just with things you've got around your kitchen. Oh, I thought this was a great one for this time too. It's called The No Worries Activity Book for Young People Who Sometimes Feel Anxious or Stressed. So if you say that word one more time. A lot of kids are stressed during this time of seclusion and quarantine, so I thought this would be really beneficial to some kids who just need to kind of get their worries out. Sometimes it's good to get it out on paper. A couple of those. Scientist Academy. So these are great educational ones. Again, if your kid is super into science, there's stickers, posters, pressed out models. You love experimenting, testing, making, and discovering? If the answer is yes, sign up for Scientist Academy. As well as learning about all the famous scientists, you'll record your own heartbeat, calculate your age on Mars, create a chemical reaction, and much more. Packed full of activities, puzzles, games, and stickers, this is the perfect handbook for budding biologists, curious chemists, and fans of physics. Grab your goggles and put on your lab coat and get ready to investigate. So that's what you're going to find in these, and there's a bunch of different ones. So we've got Scientist Academy, Architect Academy, Coder Academy, Engineer Academy, Vet Academy, Doctor Academy, and Chef Academy. So whatever your child is into, we've got something for them. Now, there aren't age recommendations on these books because, you know, kids are kind of all over the place intellectually and on reading level and stuff like that. So a lot of these things can be done younger. Obviously, you'll have to read it to the child and follow along with them, and then when they're older they could do it independently, but there's no age recommendations on these books. So I'd say these are probably good for 5 and up. Here's a Flamingo Embroidery Kit. That's fun. Usborne STEM Science Scribble book. So if you've got an artistic scientist, this is a good one. They can record their projects and findings, and there's all types of different science knowledge in here. Fashion designer journal activity book. So if you have a fashion designer at home who would love this. Engineering scribble book for the engineers at home. My First Color by Numbers. This is a popular one. It's very simple. Numbers 1 through 3 with simple colors. So that's good for the beginner artists. Folk Arts Pattern and Color. This is great for the older kids, pretty intricate. We've got nice sets of colored pencils here that would accompany this well from Kid Made Modern. That's great. Actually, even my 5-year-old likes like intricate coloring books like
Yeah,
this.
I
So.
love coloring.
So she could probably do this. So it all just depends like the level that your child is on for that specific activity or book or reading level or whatever. Color by numbers. This is another one she'd probably like. Pretty intricate, but pretty simple. Actually, there's not even numbers there. It just gives you a dot with the color, but it is kind of small pictures. All right, these are ones that have been popular in the past, and we've done like elementary school book fairs. Fortune tellers to fold. That's a popular one. My 10-year-old was super into fortune tellers about 2 years ago. So they're fun to fold and make and play with your brothers and sisters. And these are pretty and all ready for you. Origami Dinosaurs. That's pretty awesome. Gabe was also super into origami for a while, and I think still is sometimes, but these are cool. You can, you already have the printed animal for you, and all you've got to do is fold it up, and you can make all these different dinosaurs. So the stuff that's super popular, or that we sell off really quickly, I got 2 of, and some things I only got 1 of, because I wanted it all. Here's rubber stamps, activity animals. That's cute. You've got the book with lots of inspiration, and then it comes with the stamps and the stamp pad, so you've got everything there. All right, here's another good one for the times we're in. Be the change, make it happen. Big and small ways kids can make a difference. So if you're trying to figure out how to make a difference right now, make an impact in the world, I know it's hard with quarantine, but here's lots of great ideas on all different types of things. You can be a hero, yes you. You might not know it, but you have the power. Little actions that you make can have big consequences, from helping the planet through recycling and saving water to promoting... Gabe, could you please quiet way down? Thank you. To promoting important causes with awesome art exhibitions and partying to raise money for charity. There are many ways, little and large ways, that you can help make a difference in the neighborhood, the country, and the world. So get your voice heard, get active, and start to make a difference. So a lot of these things could apply to, what's going on right now with protests and race issues and equality and stuff like that. I'm sure you can mold the ideas in here to whatever impact you're trying to make. So that's really exciting. I love that. Here's some for the older kids. Some of these I feel like I need to take home, refresh my memory, and help my children learn more about history. Now's an important time for that. The World Wars. I only got 1 of these, unfortunately, but it's a big book, a beautiful big book about the World Wars. So that's great if you've got the history buff at home. I mean, I think this would be beneficial for most adults. It's a big, thick, great book. All right, the Usborne Book of World History, another one that's equally intriguing and informational and beautiful. Another big, thick one. This book contains an introduction to world history from the first civilizations to the early 20th century in short visual chapters. Short visual chapters, gotta love that. It helps keep the kids seated and interested. Here's some more arts and crafts, fingerprint activity, backyard. Allie. "50 science things to make and do." So here's a book of a bunch of different short, small science experiments you can do throughout the summer. Step-by-step activities combine hands-on fun scientific investigation. Made simple. That's important for us, you know. It's not, I don't have a lot of time to dive deep into complex science experiments. So when they say simple, I like the sound of that. Make a wormery. Okay, I know my kids would love to do this. Allie likes playing with worms. Allie, here's a science experiment we could do at home. See how worms' wiggling techniques mix up the soil and help the plants grow. It teaches you how worms help your plants grow. Okay, we'll look at this one in a little bit because I know you like that one.
You get dirt.
It teaches you how to make like a worm habitat and study what they're doing.
Dirt, plants, and
So you think you know about Triceratops with an introduction by Steve Baxhall. Okay, a whole nice informational chapterish kind of book about dinosaurs. Fun. All right, so here's another space word search. Good to keep the kids busy while you're trying to make dinner or send an email or whatever. My kids enjoy word searches. Book about astronomy, dogs, lizards, the solar system, dangerous animals, night animals, living in space. All right, here's some chapter books. This is kind of a beginning chapter book, stories of mermaids. These have been popular in the past. Lots of beautiful pictures. Fairy unicorns. This is another chapter book that's been popular for us. So it's got some pictures, but it's good for the kids who are really picking up reading and getting into chapter books. Let's see, I'm trying to keep these as organized as possible as I go. All right, wipe clean books. We got most of those out already, but we've got lots of these. They come with the dry erase marker and the pages that you can write on and erase and write on over again. So kids love dry erase markers, especially my Allie. And you know, around page she loves to dry erase on everything. All right, and then we've got some transfer books and lots of sticker books, cutout paper doll books. These are very popular, very nostalgic, but yes, they do still make the paper doll books. How cute are these? These go fast. Everybody loves the paper dolls. I should have got more of those. So this is a transfer book where you rub the pencil kind of over the sticker and it transfers onto the page. We've got unicorn transfers, unicorn stickers, fairy transfers, unicorn stickers, dinosaur stickers, and sparkly stickers. So those are for the smaller sticker books. Then we've got some bigger ones. Sticker dolly dressing dogs and puppies. So cute. So I think these might be like the cling stickers that you can remove and place different places. But look how fun these are. Lots of pretty colorful pages, tons of stickers in the back. These are real popular. People are still going to the beach and taking trips to grandma's and stuff, so these are great to take with you in the car. Easy for on the go. Great for while you're making dinner or need to get some stuff done around the house. They keep my daughter sitting still for a little while. Here's Ballerinas. Here's monsters. Build your own monsters. These are super fun. Look how vivid and beautiful those stickers are. So they've got the pages with like the blank monsters, and you get to make your own creations of monsters. Oh, I see. They match up to the pages, though. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I'm sure my kids will want to take them home, though. So those are fun. Build your own robot sticker book. Unicorn sticker book. Superheroes sticker book. Dinosaurs, of course. Dragons. This one is super awesome. We already sold one of these. The pictures are just amazing. I love Usborne's art. This is so much fun. Mermaids, and a lot of these, like girly ones, have holographic stickers in them too, which are fun. How to draw fairies and mermaids for the fairy and mermaid lovers. This is a book that teaches your child how to draw fairies and mermaids. Fun. And then for the younger ones, we have a jungle play pad. Oh, and here's one more. Around the World Sticker Dolly Dress-Up Book. Lots of sticker books, but these will not last. They are very popular. Okay, so try to keep this moving and organized. Oh my God, you guys, that's only 3 piles out of like 20, so I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster. All About Families. We sold out of these very quickly when I showed them to you when we got our last shipment in. All about different types of families in every way. Different cultures, different countries, different makeups of every sort of family. Where do families live? What is family for? Family talk, family food, family combinations. What do families do? Families and feelings. So this is a great way to talk about all the differences in our families. My son has this one, Make Your Own Comics. That's fun. It gives you like a little starter inspiration on what you can write about, and then you take it from there and create your own comics. This is not a math book. Art and math go hand in hand. You just hadn't realized. Enter a world of pattern, symmetry, and shape to try creating perfect circles and triangles, designing your own tessellations, and making marvelous mandalas. So this is a smart art activity book, they call it. That's super fun. I love how they can just creep in education to art in every chance possible. Lift the Flap Engineering. So that's fun. This is a more advanced engineering book, but still has fun lift the flaps with fun facts underneath each one. So it's got tons of flaps with tons of facts. What is engineering? Flying high. Gadgets galore. Machines. Robots. Building big. Helping people. So this is a great introduction to engineering and creating culture. Oh wow. They make it fun to learn in these books. Very cool. 1,000 Things Under the Sea, so you can learn about all the life under the sea. Chilly Seas, In a Rock Pod. Sorry, I'm spending too much time in each book because I just want to look through and read them all. Lift the Flap, Multiplying and Dividing. So that's a fun way to get into multiplying and dividing. Not all kids are super excited over that. So it's nice when you can add the flaps and add the color and add the fun to it to really get them into it. All right, these are all Lift the Flaps. I'm gonna fly through them. First, math, numbers, colors, weather and climate, questions and answers. Questions and answers about dinosaurs. Questions and answers about the body. It's a pretty popular one. Let you peek inside of that real quick. Here's another 1,001 Things to Spot in the Sea. Try to organize that with the other one. All right, these are super popular. Look Inside Your Body. Very educational. Every time I open this book, I learn something new. There are Lift the Flaps all over this page. So it says your food travels through long coiled up tubes called intestines. It goes through the small intestine first, and then you lift the flap there. Muscles push the food along. Useful parts of the food go to the rest of your body from these tubes. So it's very detailed, very insightful. And then you go all the way down. Sometimes there are flaps inside of flaps, which is the case here. So then within this flap, you lift another flap. If your intestines were uncoiled, they'd be as long as a baby blue whale. So interesting, right? Like, who knew that? So this is one that every time it comes in, I say, we're taking this home. And it sells before I can even take one home. But this is a great one. And then there is See Inside Your Body, which is very similar, just slightly more advanced. Still 50 Lift the Flaps in that one. Lift the Flaps, My Busy Day. So this is a good first Lift the Flap book. Takes you all along the animal's day and what happens in your day from the time you get up, what you do, and then you talk about colors. It's time for school. You talk about the things you use in school, lunchtime, the things you eat, and it's got all these fun flaps in here. 1001 Pirate Things to Spot. So this is a seek and find book, which my kids love at night. This is what they default to a lot of the times. I'm like, no, we're gonna read a chapter book tonight, and they're like, no, we want to find stuff. So those are fun. Questions and answers about art. Okay, I'm gonna save the Spanish books. We got a bunch of Spanish books. We're gonna save those and talk about those at one time. Lift the Flap, Bugs and Butterflies. This is a great one. We've been spending a lot of time outside, so it would be nice to just take this outside in the backyard with us and educate ourselves while we're enjoying nature. Lift the Flaps, Computers and Coding. Lift the flaps to reveal what goes on inside a computer, from the parts that make up the machine itself to the code that tells it what to do, all explained in a simple, straightforward way. Gotta love that. 1001's Fairyland Things to Spot. Gabe is sending me messages over here with things he wants to take home because we got in all these shipments today. Can I please open this as something to do? Not right now.
What?
Not right now.
Know I like
let me get through this book video and then we'll talk about things. You already have loaded up the trunk full of things you want to take home today.
Nuh-uh. Two things, not a lot.
Questions and answers about nature. Another good one to take outside with you if you've been taking nature walks and doing fun things outside. Add a little bit of education to that. All right, ABC Lift the Flap, another good introduction to the Lift the Flap book. Now, by the way, these are nice and sturdy, like cardboard pages, so they're hard to destruct. They won't be easily ripped because you do have all these flaps inside too. So they're nice and sturdy. Questions and answers about science. Here's some more cookbooks because I know the kids are really engaging in cooking since they're around to watch you cook 3 meals a day. Usborne Start to Cook book. So there's fruit and veggie, dairy and eggs. They got all different categories of food. This is the perfect book for beginning cooks of all ages. There are more than 150 jargon-free recipes covering everything from making a sandwich to baking a cake. The step-by-step pictures show what to do at each stage. There are tips on preparing ingredients, ideas for adapting recipes, and clear allergy advice. So this might even be good for the adult that doesn't want complex recipes that come in most recipe books. Oh, paella.
Paella.
I would love to make that.
Paella.
Maybe we should make paella.
Paella.
Paella is like it's got rice and spicy.
My old school is named Paella.
Yeah, it sounds just like the school you used to go to. Nachos, cream puffs, sponge cake, spice cookies. Yum. Oh, it's making me hungry. Thank you.
I don't even know what this is.
All right, so got a couple of those.
Please open it.
How things work. This is another one for those inquisitive children that want to know. Guys, can you quiet down, please?
Sure.
For the children that want to know how things work, or the parents who want to teach their children how things work. It's good to know. Again, lots of flaps that take you inside the instrument or inside the thing, and it teaches you how they work. It's a fun one. See inside a museum. Gabe.
Yes.
You really think I'm gonna let you buy things and you're acting out of order right now?
Yes.
See inside a museum. Okay, we can't go to museums right now. So let's visit museums in a book. Why not? Next best thing, right? So all the things you might learn visiting a museum, you can just go ahead and learn in this book. Science Activities, Volume 1. So another good electricity and magnets, making magnets, pulling power. So that's a good one for the science lovers. Look inside how computers work. This one's probably a little more simple than the last one. Oh my gosh, it has flaps on top, this flap. Then you flap this down and it's got flaps inside the flap. So this is a lot of fun. You can dissect a computer flap by flap. Really helps keep the kids engaged. How it all works. Something I'd like to read. Half these books, at least half these books, could teach me a little something, that's for sure. Usborne Look Inside Science. The inspiring flat book will introduce young children to wonders of science. Just open the pages and see for yourself. So this is a good beginning science book. Let's see what it talks about. Leather. Leather comes from animal skin. So very basic, but a good way to introduce science. Okay. Let me see if I can push some of these down.
You're not allowed to go outside. You're not allowed to go outside.
Let's see, here's a few more flaps. Questions and answers about the world. That's another great one. Our world. Very similar.
I said pause. What is wrong with you?
Ooh, this page gets big. Look at that. And then it's got flaps within this big page too. So much fun. A look inside nature. So yes, I got tons of science books and tons of nature books because I think that's what we're doing right now. How things work, very similar to the other, but probably a little less complex in this. Lots of machines have engines that makes them go. Can you see how an engine, you can see how an engine works on page 3. So these are great for the inquisitive little ones that want to know, or who you want to teach, how all these things work. All right, here's some more big kid ones. 100 paper dragons, fold and fly. So another is similar to the paper airplanes, but you're making paper dragons. Lift the Flap colors. That's a good first lift the flap book. All right, we did those. 100 things to know about food. 100 things to know about the human body, and 100 things to know about science. So these are good for a little bit older. They're very wordy, so have lots of details, but still beautiful and interesting. Let's find a page for you. Oh look, honeybees help feed the planet. So there's a whole page about honeybees and how they benefit the planet and how they help us and what they do and what they like. The deepest ocean is deeper than the highest mountain is high. Volcanic eruptions. The earth has 2 north poles, the largest living organism. So still fun, but lots of knowledge. Usborne Write and Draw Your Own Comics. So this is another great one for the kids who are very artistic and need an outlet for that. There's lots of inspiration to help get them going also. Write your own sci-fi and fantasy stories. Oh, fun. So for the kids who are into sci-fi and fantasy stories, this
I'm real Moana.
A Short History of the World. Desert People, Sea People, David versus Goliath, The First Empires. So this is a good older kid book, but still interesting with pictures. Rocks and Minerals. I got this because my son likes to collect rocks and minerals, and I thought this would be cool. He could actually educate himself on the rocks and minerals that he's collected. Here's a shark book that belonged with all those other books we looked at a little while ago. First word cards. Again, we've got the dry erase and the flashcards. So for the kids who are just starting to learn first words, this is perfect. They can write on the flashcards and erase them and do them over and over again. Same thing with the number cards. Come with the dry erase marker, and here you can practice writing your numbers. Alphabet cards, same thing. You are practicing writing words. So those are fun. All right, these are good for the little ones. The That's Not My series is very popular. We've got That's Not My Dinosaur, Llama, Train, Puppy, Unicorn, and Dragon. All right, trying to stay organized as I go. Here's a little Lift the Flap, Look and Learn garden. Cute. That's a great beginner Lift the Flap book. Okay, so my kids were curious why I bought this book today. We read it a little bit and they were grossed out. What is poop? It's because kids love talking about poop. So it's good from potty training all the way up to, you know, elementary school, because poop is fascinating, isn't it? That one's gonna go fast, trust me. All right, let's see. Okay, so I said I had some Spanish books. Here's what I've got in Spanish. First 100 words in Spanish. So this is a great, simple, like elementary vocabulary book. Very helpful. And then there are some books in Spanish as well. Some of the same, you know, Usborne stories we sell in English, but they're in Spanish. So this is Donde, Estas, Pequeno, Unicornio. Sorry for my awful accent there. But this is all in Spanish. So if you just wanted to read some books to your children in Spanish, these would be the one. Lift the Flap in Spanish. El Cuerpo Humano. El Cuerpo. Listen and learn first Spanish words. So I love these. There's a little switch in the back. They come with a bunch of cards on this side, and you put the card in. And did I turn it on or off? Let's see. I turned it off. You hit go. And then you touch the picture and it pronounces the word for you.
La moto, el camión, el carro, el autobús, la camioneta.
So this is awesome because then you actually know how you're supposed to pronounce the word, as opposed to just a vocabulary book where, you know, you're doing your best. This will give you the correct pronunciation of each word. And then you can pop the card out, flip it over, take one of the other cards, pop it in.
I have one of those.
You do have this. We should read this tonight when we get home, huh?
No.
And you pop it in and you hit go.
Los animales.
And then you do the animals. So there's like, you know, vehicles and animals and stuff around the house. And each card has a different theme on it. That's a great one. Love that one. All right, my first chess book. If your child is interested in learning about chess and maybe you're like me and don't know how to teach them, this is a great intro to chess. You can learn together. All right, here's a great one for this election year. Politics and Government. This is another one I'd like to take home. I think it'd be great for all of us to be studying this right now, how politics and government works. Many people will disagree when discussing politics in polite conversation, but understanding it is essential if you're going to understand the world around you. Politics help people decide how to run cities and countries and how even the simplest decision in societies get made. There are politics involved in almost every aspect of your daily life. So it doesn't get any more important than introducing politics and how politics work to your children. Never too early to start that either. Okay. What's it like in space? Lift the flaps. Bunch more lift the flaps. So I'm going to try to go quick. How do flowers grow? Look inside things that go. Oops, same one. Look inside space. All right. Oh, here's a little one I missed. Improve your survival skills. So I think that's one older kids would really like. Packed with reliable expert information, this book will help you win through any tricky situation, ranging from struggling through a snowdrift to dodging danger in a big city. Peek inside garden. Peek inside dinosaurs. Peek inside nighttime. So these are good for the little ones. These are good starting out peek inside books. But you know, the little ones have very short attention spans, so you need to have things that are beautiful and capturing. And the peek inside really help them sit still and stay interested for a longer period of time than the books that don't have anything that they can engage with. Space. Princess and the Pea. What are stars? Animal homes. Peek inside the sea. Look inside seas and oceans. Lift the flap woods. Oh, Sleeping Beauty. Little Red Riding Hood. These are such pretty books. Okay. All right, now here's some little people's, well, hold on. Why do we need bees? Why does the sun shine? What makes it rain? Those are good for elementary age. All right, here's some younger kids ones. Look inside construction sites for those construction lovers. Although it is fairly detailed, and you see we've got a whole bunch of flaps inside of this flap and a whole bunch of flaps on top of this flap. So there's lots to see in this book. It takes you inside the scene of a construction site. Fun, fun. Poppy and Sam's Noisy Train, if you need that noisy book to keep them engaged. There's lots of, I don't think this one, okay, let's turn it on. There's a button to press on each page. That's fun. Garden sounds, same thing with that. Look inside trains for those train lovers. This is a good one. Look inside animal homes. I keep saying that like they're not all good. I love them all. Dinosaurs. This is a lift the flap dinosaur book. Good for younger kids. Very sturdy. Not quite as many flaps. Nice vivid pictures. That's a fun one. The Four Seasons. It's a beautiful one. This one's a sound book. Oh, it plays music for you. Beautiful. Okay, I think we're on the last pile, guys. 1001 animals. Oh, this is a Spanish one. Animales que buscar.
Don't worry, my mom is about Spanish, but she's trying to be good.
Thanks, Allie. Adding and subtracting.
I'm good at subtract.
Questions and answers about animals. Oh, I give up on trying to keep these organized. There's just too many. Noisy dinosaurs, planes, construction sites. These are lift and look, which is what they say, I guess, for the younger kids ones. Questions and answers about weather. That's a fun one. Oh, here's another sticker book. Unicorns.
I love unicorns.
1000 things in nature. All right, and these are a lot of fun. So these are books and kind of activity things. So this one comes with the ladybug, and then you pull back the ladybug, and it's got
That sounds fun.
tracks in here, and the ladybug runs all around the tracks. Look how pretty that is. The ladybug flies around the garden. That's a cute one. Then we've got
Mommy,
the
look.
wind-up train book.
Mommy,
So you
look.
wind up the train, put it on the tracks,
Mommy,
and it
look.
goes all around the book. Nice, Allie. Lots of information in here as well. So you've got some fun and some information. So again, these are fun and educational. Pull back busy car book, same thing. You pull the car back and it
Mommy, is
zooms
it
around
okay
on the
if I draw
tracks.
with Sharpies?
No. Wind up bus
I need light colors.
and pull back busy train. Okay, so that is most of the books, although we are still getting packages in and they're trickling in more and more. Well, that's all the Usborne books anyway. We just got a whole nother shipment from a different publisher full of books and puzzles in that I haven't even opened yet because I've got to get these in because I know you guys are going to want to buy them. So we're going to work on getting those in next. I did get some beautiful Usborne book puzzles. This is 100 pieces. So that's great for around age probably 4, 5, 6, depending on where your child is with puzzles. Look how pretty these are. Here's a dinosaur 100-piece puzzle. So these are great family activities. Puzzles teach children lots of fundamentals like concentration and patience and problem solving. So if you're not already into puzzles, now's a great time in quarantine to get into them. So thanks for watching. I know that was a lot, but I know there's lots here that you're gonna love and your kids are gonna love, and now's a great time to focus on reading. Try to read in the morning, maybe after lunch, before bed, whenever you can, so that when they go back to school, it's not difficult for them to get back in the habit. And let us know what you want us to set aside for you, and we're happy to do curbside pickup, or you are welcome to come in and shop Wednesday through Saturday, 1 to 6. Thanks for watching.